In Chile's Atacama Desert, a massive 36-foot hand rises from the sand. Some say it's the city's way of waving goodbye to travelers, but the truth runs deeper. Artist Mario Irrerazable built La Mano del Desierto in 1992 as a tribute to victims of torture under Chile's brutal dictatorship. Reaching toward the sky, the hand also speaks to human fragility and helplessness in the face of nature's vast, silent power. The Boll Weevil Monument, Enterprise, Alabama. Believe it or not, there's a monument in Alabama honoring a bug that once destroyed local crops. When the boll weevil hit in 1915, it wiped out cotton fields within just 3 years. But instead of giving up, a man named H.W. Sessions convinced farmers to switch to peanuts, sparking a major economic comeback. To celebrate the pest that forced them to adapt and thrive, the town of Enterprise built a statue right in the middle of downtown. It might be the only monument in America that thanks an insect for wreaking havoc and saving the town. De Varkapellen is a famous sculpture in Brussels, Belgium, created by artist Tom Franzen. It depicts a man emerging from a manhole and grabbing the leg of a passing police officer. The sculpture is not only striking for its uniqueness, but also carries a message of resistance and power, symbolizing the struggle against authority and injustice. I know exactly what you're thinking about this statue, and you're right. Its purpose is to celebrate women. But what really makes it stand out isn't just the message. It's the fact that it's not tucked away in some museum. Nope, it's proudly on display right out in the open, on the campus of the University of Tübingen in Germany. Naturally, it's been turning heads, and sometimes causing a few awkward accidents, like when curious students ended up getting stuck inside it. A giant marble sculpture worth 120,000 euros, bold and impossible to miss. It definitely makes a statement on the street. The Bather is one of the most striking sights on Hamburg's Alster Lake, a massive sculpture of a beautiful woman lounging in the water. She's 13 feet tall, stretches nearly 100 feet long, weighs about 4,000 pounds, and is made of steel. Locals and tourists can't resist rowing out to say hi or sneak a selfie. Whether it's art, attraction, or a clever way to charm visitors, Hamburg nailed it. In the heart of Paris's La Défense district, surrounded by modern skyscrapers, stands a giant bronze thumb, 12 meters tall, 18 tons heavy. Created in 1981 by French artist César Baldacchini. Le Pouce, the thumb, is a hyper-realistic replica of his own thumb. More than a quirky landmark, it symbolizes approval, positivity, and good luck, bringing a playful human touch to the city's steel and glass skyline. In Melbourne, Australia, there's a statue of Charles La Trobe, only it's upside down, with his feet in the air and his head buried in the ground. Why? Because nothing grabs attention like flipping history on its head. La Trobe was Victoria's first governor and a champion of education. So the statue, placed at La Trobe University, is a playful nod to thinking differently, challenging norms, and seeing the world from a new angle. It's weird, bold, and unforgettable, just like a good education should be. The fallen Icarus statue in front of Agrigento's Concordia Temple is a modern bronze piece, not an ancient one. According to Greek mythology, Icarus, eager to soar, crafted wings out of wax. He flew higher and higher, but the sun's heat melted the wings, causing him to plummet. And these days, women can't resist taking selfies in front of this iconic statue. Those iconic red phone booths from the UK, remember them? This sculpture features 12 classic K6 red phone boxes, slowly toppling over like a giant domino chain, capturing a moment in time when these booths were the go-to for calls before cell phones took over. The Anonymous Walkers sculpture in Wrocław, Poland, is a striking bronze monument symbolizing those who mysteriously vanished into the night after martial law was declared in Poland on December 13, 1981. This haunting piece commemorates the countless individuals who disappeared without a trace, walking into the shadows of history during a time of intense political turmoil. The knotted gun is one of the world's most iconic symbols of peace. Sitting outside the United Nations headquarters in New York, the sculpture, a revolver with its barrel tied in a knot, sends a powerful message: end violence. Swedish artist Carl Fredrik Reuterswärd created it after John Lennon's assassination in 1980. In 1988, Luxembourg gifted it to the United Nations, and today, over 30 replicas stand across the globe. This is the world's largest bird sculpture, a massive tribute to Jatayu, the mythical eagle warrior from the Indian epic Ramayana. Perched on a rocky hilltop in Kerala, India, the sculpture marks the very spot where legend says Jatayu fell after a heroic battle trying to rescue goddess Sita from the demon king Ravana. Filmmaker and artist Rajiv Anchal turned that legendary fall into a stunning 200-foot-long monument, bringing the ancient story to life in the most epic way possible. Unconditional Surrender, a 25-foot, 6,000-pound statue by artist J. Seward Johnson, was unveiled on February 10, 2011, at Mole Park in San Diego. The sculpture brings to life Alfred Eisenstae's iconic 1945 photo of a sailor kissing a nurse in Times Square after VJ Day, marking the end of World War II. Lurking 65 feet underwater in Switzerland's Lake Neuchâtel is a 20-foot shark with a creepy grin that looks ripped straight from a nightmare. For over 20 years, it's been freaking out unsuspecting divers, until they find out it's just an old movie prop. Still, with its ghostly shape and sinister smile, this harmless beast has become a magnet for thrill seekers and a legend beneath the surface. The worker sculpture captures the harsh labor of World War II era Slovakia, depicting a man resting on a sewer grate. It symbolizes the tough conditions people endured, working in dumps, tunnels, and under bridges. The man's content expression as he breathes fresh air embodies the strong spirit and resilience of Bratislav's people. Forever Marilyn, by American artist Seward Johnson, is a stunning sculpture made from 15 tons of steel and stainless steel. It captures the unforgettable moment from the 7-Year Itch, 1955, when Marilyn Monroe's skirt flies up over a subway vent grate in New York. Worsa, by French sculptor Daniel Firmin, is a full-grown elephant frozen mid-air, balancing like a gymnast with no care in the world. Firmin plays with physics and perception to remind us that reality isn't always as solid as it seems. In a world where everything feels heavy, Worsa shows us the strange beauty of balance in the impossible. The Droia sculpture isn't just 39 feet tall, it looks like it's sprinting. Made from thousands of layered glass shards, it plays with light to create the illusion of motion, as if the runner is dashing forward even while standing still. What does hanging rhino mean? The sculpture symbolizes the vulnerability of nature in a world dominated by human power. A massive, powerful creature, suspended and helpless, makes you pause and wonder, who's really in control? It's also seen as a metaphor for climate change, wildlife conservation, and even the absurdity of modern life. The Weeping Angel, crafted in 1894 by William Wetmore Story, mourns atop his wife Emmeline's grave in Rome's Protestant cemetery. Its haunting full title? The Angel of Grief Weeping Over the Ruined Altar of Life.